My name is Yo Pung Shing. Student ID is S00378979, studying Bachelor of Education, Primary, Secondary, and Secondary at SCU University. My tutorial class is Melbourne, Monday, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. This video is for Unit EDES 101 Educational Talk, First Assessment, Short Multimedia Task. This short oral presentation will be divided into three parts, which are my personal education history, the influence of my educational history on my motivation and approach to the teaching, and lastly, the insight and ideas about the education that have encounters in the required reading so far, like example, Nodings or BSTA. Let's begin for the first part, educational history. In my last year study on the high school or secondary school, I'm inspired by my biology teacher to join or become a teacher in the future of my life. It's because at that time I do not think biology is useful for my life and why I'm studying this unit. Just only memorize about how many chromosomes for boy and girls and the name and the functions for each cells in the body. Therefore, I always get grade fail for my biology exam. However, my biology teacher does not give up on me. She introduced me to her colleague who do personal tutor and also tell me the aims about why we learning the biology or why is she is teaching us biology so we can learn more about our nature, our human body and others. She also monitors me on my biology study by requiring me to set about 2 hours each day for studying the biology. Besides monitoring, she also provide me rewards or reinforcements like doing great, you can do better next time, and others. Yeah, increase on my behaviors for willing to learn more about biology. Finally, I get a credit for or pass for my biology final exam. Therefore, she become one of my passion to join in this educational field. There will be bunch of influence of my educational history and the history of education explored in the module 1, my motivation for an approach to the teaching. There will be monitors, rewards, or reinforcement and trade with and learn from rewards. I will be approach to teaching the students by monitoring to the children and on their learnings. Therefore, they can get the same lessons and exercise in readings, writing, mathematics, preparings, religions, and so on occur. For example, monitoring by timetables or bells or the silence, which means able to monitor students for learning different subjects in the days. Furthermore, Campbell mentioned that rewards will be given to those students who done well in learning or their behaviors. I will add this to my teaching approach because it will become more of the motivation for students to become willing to learn and also increase their behavior so able to achieve the aims of education if they have been stay in the knowledge readings. And for example, like the movie tickets, certificates, stars, medals, books, and board games, and others. Campbell's mentioned that children not only being conduct science experiments but also having natural study, which allows children to interact with and learn from real world. For example, my work experience, we design art activities on natural items such as leaf and others. I will add this across my teachings to my teachings because it is important for children to learn around their surrounding because will be helpful in their personal life. For instance, able to find a way get out when they are lost in the forest. Now I will be talking about the insights and ideas about education that I have encountered on the two readings or either on the readings which are the nodings or the Biasta. According to Biasta, he stated about the big five questions in philosophy of educations, which are education not learning, weakness not strength, existence not essence, soul not the brains, and truth not perspectives. However, I'm not going to be went through all of those big five questions. I will be focused on two out of the five, which are the education, not learning, and witness, not the fear. I agree what Biastas mentions in his readings that education is not just for students learning. We need to ask questions about the contents and purpose of learning, such as the learning of what and for what. It will be quite similar as what in the reading or from Naomi Knowles said the importance about the M talks that why we are teaching the subject to the student and determining the goal and objective to achieve at the end of this subject. Next, weakness and not the strength. I am agreeing that Biasda described that knowledge is not that simply like flowing into the student minds and body, which the strength But the weakness will be the how the students interpret and making sense of what they learn in their learning. For example, mathematics exam, teacher requires specific method to solve the questions, but students come up with different methods and still get the right answer. However, some teacher will mark it as wrong due to ignoring the weakness. I think we should not ignoring it because that method will be fit for them to understand and make sense of what they are being taught. Therefore, I am fully agreeing that beyond standpoint that the importance of weakness in education. And lastly, here's the reference list. Thank you for the listen.